Hi everyone, I know I haven't uploaded in like a month. The reason is I wanted to answer some questions that you guys have actually asked me. So a few people have messaged me asking certain questions, so I thought I'd ask other people if they had any questions so I could make a full video about it. So multiple people got back to me with a range of questions about autism, and I want to start doing this sort of type of video maybe once every 1 or 2 months, depending on how many questions I get. So you can leave them in the comments or any of my social media if you've got me on that. And basically I want to just be completely open with you guys about anything. So, because I honestly just want to put anything out there if you guys want to know anything that, like, obviously I know I can't answer the meaning of life or anything. I wish I could. But these are a few questions people have asked me. I've got a bit of paper here, and yeah, I'm not going to say their names because they don't want their names being said, so I'm going to be polite and not say anything. These ones specifically are about autism, and so this is the first question. The first question that I got was, has anyone ever changed their opinion on me or left my life when they found out I had autism? So from what I know, nobody's changed their opinion on me. I've been treated slightly different sometimes, which I'm going to get into, but no one's left my life specifically because of that, I don't think. Someone might not have told me. So a lot of the time doctors will be like, okay, have you got any extra issues we should know about? And I'll say autism, and they'll start speaking really slow and speak to me like I'm deaf, and I'll go, hello, are you okay? Speak to me like I'm a little kid or like I've got other issues, which obviously it's I'm a normal human being. I don't need to be obviously people with other issues are so normal human, but I don't need to be spoke to like that. And people will start thinking that I need to be looked after loads, and which sometimes I do, but ask me first. But no, I don't think anyone's actually officially left my life because of it. But yeah, I feel like if someone had left my life then I'd just be like, well, that's their issue, isn't it? Because I was born how I am. I was going to say born this way, but I'm going to get into Lady Gaga and all that. So, yeah, I was born the way I am. Can't really change it. All I can do is better myself, in general. Learn to love myself. If you don't want to be in my life, then that's your issue. The question I got was, what's my biggest daily struggle? Or are there any daily struggles? Because it's my day-to-day life. One of my biggest struggles is a huge thing, and it's people. So I struggle to read people's emotions sometimes if I don't know them. So someone can make a sarcastic joke, and unless they make a dramatic shift in their tone of voice, or I've got to know them to the point where I know when they're making a sarcastic joke, I cannot understand sarcasm for the life of me, which means I'm open to being taken the mickey out of, because someone can say something and I'll think it's a compliment and they're actually insulting me, or they're actually being sarcastic, which can get you in a ton of shit. So that's my daily issue. But with people, it's really confusing because obviously everyone's different. So some people I might be able to understand, and other people I might not. So usually, if I get to know you, I'll be able to read you. But on off days, I'll struggle to hold a conversation or understand what you're saying. But obviously, people being a daily struggle is very broad. I feel like it's more just being social and pushing my things that I actually struggle with. But one of the big daily ones is people in general. So if I seem off with you, I'm not. Might be having a bad day, or I might not know you to the point where, I can understand certain things. That was a really good question. Another great question I got was, do neurotypicals seem strange to me? So neurotypicals are people without other issues. Well, I don't know whether issues. I don't think issues is the right word. With other difficulties, or not. I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean? People without autism and extra things. So they are strange to me because they can go into a shop sometimes, and they can know what they want, and they can smell it and not trigger them, and all this. Obviously, it happens to everyone sometimes. Everything's a bit too much, but really, they amaze me. Because it's oh, that's so cool, they can go in there and not get scared, and they can do this and they can do that. Obviously I can do a lot of things, but I think it's so cool. Being it's going to sound really sad. My dream for quite a long time before I learned to accept myself was to be a neurotypical person or a normal person, because I hated having autism, because it's like, why did I have to have this? Which I'm sure anyone with an issue or an illness or whatever is going to say that from time to time. But now that I've learnt to accept myself, I don't think like that. But yeah, they seem kind of strange sometimes, but I guess everyone's strange. The question I got was, how would I describe what autism is to someone? And I would describe it as a mental condition where my senses are heightened quite a lot, and I perceive the world differently, whether that's socially, physically, whatever. And it doesn't make me like broken. It just means I see the world from a different perspective, which could be great because I see the world different and I can give people different views maybe on whatever it is. I don't know what that was, but that is how I would describe autism. It's probably not the best description, but I'll probably leave like a link down below if I remember to like a Wikipedia thing or like an article on autism to go deeper into that. But I'll be honest with you, I just sort of wing it with telling about autism. It's like however I feel on the day. So the last question I got asked, which is going to be the one to end this video, was from one of my mates, and you know who you are. Why did you ask me this? It's so hard. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting, because I've been thinking, how do I answer this question? So it's, what is it like to have autism and how do you describe it in 2 words? So I've been thinking and thinking and thinking. I even refilmed this. Like I filmed one thing and I was like, oh no, that doesn't describe it. So I would say day dependent, which basically is probably a cop-out answer, but you know, it's basically that it really depends on the day. So one day I can be really social, ready for everything, you know, ready to do whatever. The next day I want to lock myself in my room, I'm in a meltdown, whatever. I keep saying whatever. You've got me into a hard place here, because it's like, how do you describe something so vast and so big in just 2 words? It's like, oh, what's the meaning of life in 2 words? Which, that would be a really good video idea. Just like describing things in 2 words. I might do that. Right. But I honestly don't know how to describe that, so I'm going to say day dependent, because I don't know. Like, I was going to say normally confusing or confusingly normal, because like there's days where I feel really normal, but then there's days where I feel like shit. Okay, so that was me answering a couple of questions you guys had for me. Leave some more questions in like the comments and that, or message me on social media, or get a hold of me somehow, like carry a pigeon or whatever. Not carry a pigeon, like, you know, yeah. Or like throw a rock and I'm sure I'll catch it. Don't throw rocks at me actually. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me like a little like, maybe share it, because that would really help, because I want to like get a bit more of a following. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe obviously, and I should be coming out with some new interesting videos soon. Thank you, goodbye.